Today, Fortnite Pro Ceice becomes my sensei and teaches me how to level up my mechanics and dominate the game. Despite my muscle disease making every play a challenge, I will persevere and overcome. From smoother edits to smarter builds, Ceice breaks down exactly what you need to practice to actually get better. If I can overcome obstacles and get smoother mechanics, so can you. So let's dive in and transform your game.
I'll give you some tips in the moment, and then I'll write some things down, and hopefully we can make Pappie better. There you go. I'll say one thing that I'm seeing right now. Try to focus on being more optimal with your movement. I think that like when you're using the shockwaves, you're not necessarily sliding and sprinting at fast speed. I think a good scenario, if you can think back to that fight when you fried him, you hit him for like 60, and then you had like a 0.5 seconds left on your fizz where you could have fried him, built your floor, whatever, and then jumped and got a little higher, maybe tagged him with a shotgun or tagged him with an AR or had a different angle. You kind of just fried him and then just let your fizz kind of die out and like maximizing it. It's a small buff, but like that right there could help you. Even right there when you're chasing that guy and he's going down the hill, you kind of stopped your momentum kind of stopped. So you could have definitely killed him faster. Just playing the game and trying to be as efficient as possible. I think especially after ESL and the sliding sprint, I don't know if you're familiar with that.
Yeah.
But that like really changed, I feel like, the movement game a ton, where people are just like, everything should just be ultra smooth, ultra efficient. I think right there, side note, when you're fighting that player, a lot of times you would have like your pump out and then you switch to your pickaxe and you double swing. And I'm not saying like, obviously I think we both know like double swinging can be really, really bad if you get caught, but mostly just try to be more efficient with like when you have your shotgun out. So if like, for example, if you have your shotgun out, then you're gonna switch to your pickaxe, at least pump the wall first, right? So you could get some type of damage down onto his builds.
Now I have to say the cone that I placed over is because you're in my call.
Okay. Nice. Are you a little nervous? Yeah. All good. I think a lot of players listening, even myself, could use some practice editing cones. I think there's never a time where we're going to be perfect at it, just because it's so important to be able to flip it the right direction with extreme speed to block off someone like that doing that.
Oh.
Moving.
And now it's getting heavy on my hands.
That's a crazy gun. If you could have utilized him editing that wall, right? Because you saw he edited, reset, and then you started smacking the full HP wall instead. I mean, after he edited and reset, he then re-edited and came out with the minigun, but that might have been your timing right there to try to get that wall while it was freshly edited. You could have gotten it, placed a cone, and at least fired a shot off.
That's something that I don't watch yet. I'm not sure how.
Like paying attention to the builds.
Yeah.
I think the first step would probably be going in creative and like learning like, okay, like how much does one bullet of this new like Spire gun, how much does it do? When like, I think going through all the guns and trying to memorize it will be helpful, right? Like for example, like the tac shotgun does different damage than like the pump shotgun to a wall. So like understanding like the number or like what you need to see, like 84 out of 500, right? Okay, that'll break. And then here's some stuff that I wrote down. So number one, your drop out of the bus. Reload is like not as important because it's definitely easier. Your angle of when you're jumping out the bus is very wrong. So when you're jumping out the bus, it's important to put your crosshair before you even jump. You're still in the bus. Angle it how you think you need to glide. If it's a really far bus, you probably need to look higher. If it's really like the POI is right below you or very close to the bus, you need to look down before you jump out the bus. So I think that will help. And then yeah, just being focused on your glide, I think will help you. You weren't contested, so it didn't really cause an issue, but still something I wanted to write down just to make sure you can understand that it's important to have a good bus English. Almost like second nature. Like you just cue in, like, okay, I need to look the right direction, fly the right speed. And then the next thing I wrote down was crosshair placement. I think if you go back and watch just the first minute of you looting, like you'll notice how like, rough your crosshair is. It's just in the ground. It's not really ever, you're not really checking around you. And I think that builds like anxiety and like nerves and pressure. Like, okay, I gotta get out of here. This, you know, someone's gonna be, you know, it's just bring you like unaware or bring you like unsureness. I don't know if that's a word, but make you unsure of like what's going on, unconfident. So yeah, your cross placement, that's an easy fix. Just like look up more, check around you more. Yeah, while you're looting, it's completely down. There was another time where you simply just walked up to the floor. I think it was the first fight you got into. You just instantly started pickaxing it. I think obviously the great play there is just pump the floor, at least go for a pre-fire or pump then build. Just any type of combination that you can throw in together would be great. You could pump, build, you could pickaxe, if you really wanted to pickaxe it before doing anything and then build. But for you, I think you just pickaxed it and went straight in. And like, it's good to be aggressive, but it's definitely good to be smart with your aggression and to be protected. And I think having a cone there will help you. Yeah.
Since you say crosshair placement, maybe I can I'll do a free build and you will see, and I'll go quickly into the tunnels and you will see my issues. This is like the normal routine that I would almost always do.
Yeah.
It's something that it's just not fast anymore. I used to be way faster, way more precise.
And I think this style of free building should be mostly for fun. And I think that's probably what it is for you. But if you want to improve on it and you want to improve on making this entire free build better, focus on doing the individual things. Focus on just editing upwards, triple editing, just triple editing upwards. And then once you're done with that, triple edit downwards. And once you're done with that, drop down to the low ground, reset the builds, Mongo Classic 100 times. And then you're just getting more, you're getting 30 minutes of just Mongo Classics, 30 minutes of just triple editing, rather than like 5 hours of free building with like, you know, triple editing in that 5 hours, because you're just slapping so many other things into it and it's just kind of flowing with your brain. So it's important to try to focus on the individual things, individual build combinations, just be more consistent. So
now is the time to change the whole dynamic of how I play, but also how I train, and you will be the first week to give me a full week of things that I need to do, and I need to do them. Firstly,
warm up to your typical routine, however you get yourself going. You're in here and you're just gonna go straight up and just do triple edits to the moon. And haven't played today, so I'm pretty rusty, but take your time, slow it down, and just go straight up. When you're done with that, you can go straight down. And then I think that the best mix between the two, I think it's important for you to practice this like strictly. You know, let's say you do it for 3 or 4 days, you know, just doing 20 minutes up and 20 minutes down. Then you can start to go up and then back down, right? And that's something I do a ton, where I'm just going up and back down. And when I'm doing it, again, I'm thinking about how I'm messing up, what I'm doing wrong on each one. Secondly, I'm always gonna try and change whether I'm going up on the left side or if I'm going up on the right side. And then same thing when I'm going down. How am I flipping my stairs? I can do downwards edit like this if I wanted to, right? And that's a really powerful thing to be able to do, to be able to go down and box somebody from above. And again, you can do it from either angle.
Now, do you have something specific in creative that I can duplicate? And by the end of the week, I need to do it flawless.
I think this isn't necessarily the Ceice style, but something that I do a ton free building, especially in 1v1s, is I always try to spam as many cones over as I can. So like I'll come here, I'll go like that before I even jump. I'll try to get the cones down before I even place that stair, and then put that over, do it again. If I mess up, it's okay, because that's still powerful to be able to slap the cone through. So I always try to do this as much as I can, especially like I said, in real in-game scenarios, because this blocks off the entire layer. Like the player that's coming up here now, he has to go up and then out or whatever, right? So I always try to pre-build with cones and slap them over as much as I possibly can before the opponent can do anything.
Now I'm gonna get a 10 lead now. We're gonna do a 1v1.
No!
Find you.
There we go. Okay.
There, that's more your style. I used to do this on stream, but it's very hard on my hands for 1v1.
Wait, it hurts your hands?
Yeah. The muscles that give me cramps.
Oh, okay.
And then my hands start to shake. And then it's done.
Yeah, 1v1s is so repetitive. It's the same as like aim training. Like you just do need to take a bit of a break.
I think it's something that you still need to
Oh,
Give me
wow.
my week.
I think you'll definitely find a ton of improvement just focusing on those pieces of mechanics.
Yeah.
Slowly but surely, chopping away. Because once you do it, like once you've got it down, you've got it down. Oh. Oh.
Normally, I start to spray like this, and then
There we go.
that's also an issue that I have, keeping track of you while fighting.
I think your cross placement, focusing on that will help a lot. Same with like when you're in game and you may feel nervous or like something's going to sneak up on you because your cross placement's not really giving you the best cues. Oh. Whoa.
Still managed to get one off. Oh. Okay, one more.
Wow.
The last one.
Don't let it in like this. Don't let it in like this.
Damn. That was a good last one.
GGs.
I'm your student, so you can give me points.
Let's do aim. I'll do a 5 out of 10. Edits. I'll do a 5 out of 10. Crosshair placement.
Yeah.
Okay, this is maybe a touchy one here. I'll do a 2 out of 10.
Yeah,
Piece control. I'll do a 6 out of 10. Building skills. Definitely 7 out of 10. Peaks and angles. I would do a 6 out of 10. Game sense. Yeah, I'll do a 6.5 out of 10.
Okay.
Mental. I'll do a 10 out of 10.
Yeah, I
Reading
thought that was
players. I'll do a 4 out of 10 for reading players. Fighting skills. I'll do a 4 out of 10.
Now, this
Got
is
it.
things to improve on. What do you thought about me playing in general?
100%. I think if you put focus onto it, you can do anything. I think, like I said earlier, you're passionate about it and
I'm
it'll
gonna
come in
link that to the
big ways.
last question of the day. What is your motivation quote?
I think my quote would be to never give up, no matter how bad it gets. Keep going. There's always something more to come.
I'm very happy that you're the official first coach, sensei
Stoked.
of AlwyzPAPPIE. Don't forget, check out 4114, the best mouse pads around. And if you want to have coaching by Ceice, metify.gg/Ceice.